Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to discuss with you a training technique that you could implement right now into your weekly workouts to help you start to see noticeable biceps growth in a short amount of time. Now, too often we blame genetics for lagging areas, but in reality, what it really comes down to is your level of intensity when training. But as you can imagine, short of having you here in my gym so I can physically train you, it can be very hard for me to convey what intense training really feels like. So to help you gain an understanding of the kind of intensity I want you guys to have, I created a biceps routine that I want you to perform at the end of your workout that utilizes fascia stretch training, because this technique is only effective when your muscles are pumped and full of blood. You see, your muscles have a protective barrier or casing that holds them in place called the fascia.
The fascia.
And while we need this internal support system to survive, at times it can be limiting to your growth. So the goal here is to try to stretch the fascia utilizing the pump we get from intense training, and then hold a deep stretch with very specific exercises to force the fascia to stretch even more, allowing the once restricted muscle to grow. Excited yet? Well, before we get started, if you guys enjoy my tips, make sure you help boost that YouTube algorithm by tapping that like button and dropping a comment down below. It really helps me out, guys, and I plan to make this an ongoing series, so make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell. I'm thinking maybe we should do calves next, the most stubborn muscle of all. All right, so the first exercise is the barbell spider curl. You're gonna do 4 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions. Now, our goal here is to isolate the biceps and obtain a massive pump. So you wanna pick a weight that will allow you to reach your goal of 10 to 12 reps. And then keep the rest period short, so only about 45 to 60 seconds. Now, if done with the right intensity, you should already have a decent pump by set 2. And this is going to get us to reach our goal of forcing a lot of blood into the muscle and apply pressure to the fascia. So really make sure you keep those rest periods short. We do not want to lose the pump between sets. As for exercise 2, this movement is all about forcing a deep stretch now that we have all this accumulated blood in the biceps. And the best exercise for the job is the incline dumbbell curl. However, for this exercise, instead of consecutive reps, we're going to focus on a slow negative with a 20-second hold at the bottom. Now, it's really important here that you angle the bench enough so that when in the bottom position, you feel the maximum stretch on the biceps. But let me warn you right now, because this is going to burn like crazy. However, you need to learn to push through the pain. And for this exercise, you're only going to perform 3 sets of 2 to 3 repetitions max. That's it. As for resting between sets, I want you to, again, keep it short, 45 to 60 seconds max, because remember, we do not want to lose the pump. So if you need to lower the weight, do it. 20 seconds is a long time, guys, and you will find that out real quick when you do this exercise. And now for the final exercise, exercise number 3. This one's optional, because for most of you, this workout is already going to be pushing your limits by the end of exercise 2. But if you think you can safely add in one more exercise, then here's what you're going to do. Head over to the barbell rack and load up a barbell with light weight. For me, I'd use anything from just the barbell to maybe about 65 pounds. Once set up, you're going to curl the weight up all the way and then slowly lower the barbell to the halfway point and then hold this position for 20 seconds. And while holding this position, I want you to flex and squeeze your biceps as hard as you can, and then also squeeze the barbell as hard as you can as well. This will place your arms under the most amount of stress as possible, and you're gonna learn a whole new definition to what deep muscle burn means. At this point, your face should be contorting and your biceps should feel like they're about to explode. But fight through it, guys. This is the type of training you need to adopt for growth. You need to learn what it means to train hard. It's psychological, guys. You need to just fight through the pain. And then as soon as the 20 seconds are over, you're gonna rest for about 45 seconds to a minute and then complete 2 more sets, and that completes the workout. As for workout frequency, you can perform this workout twice a week, maybe 3 times max, but whether you do this twice or 3 times a week, I guarantee you will feel a difference by the end of week 1. Now, I'm not talking inches on your biceps, guys. but you will have drastically improved your mind-muscle connection to your biceps, which will lead to more intense workouts and growth over time. As for how long you should do this routine, that's up to you. If your biceps are a lagging area, I'd say test this out for 3 to 4 weeks and then detrain and give your biceps time to fully recover. It might also be a good idea to start supplementing with some creatine to help with your recovery between sets as well. But above all else, make sure you're training safe. Know the differences between a good stretch and a bad stretch on the muscle. And at no time during this routine should you feel any sharp pain, just a steady pull on the area being trained. I'd also recommend that if you want to adopt this type of training, you should switch to my 5-day split program. My drop set method of training on every exercise is going to help you push through a lot of your current training plateaus, and you can easily incorporate today's workout into the program. Be sure to check out my most recent videos here if you want more training tips, and as always, more good stuff coming soon. See you guys.